Welcome everyone to a Tuesday Newsday for the very anticipated Chinese New Year banner, and we all know that Shui Yu.
Shui Yu,
That's Cotton, by the way. Hey, Cotton.
Shui Yu.
Okay,
Caesar had to,
Shui
Caesar
Yi.
had to experience this just now. It is your turn, okay?
Listen, so I had a physics professor once, and he told me like when you can't pronounce, like when you're unsure of how to pronounce something in some language. French was the topic of this conversation. He said, just pronounce it as you would in Swedish, and that actually works. People still know what you're saying, but it sounds horribly wrong. So I think that's a mentality everyone should pick up. If you can't pronounce it, don't be afraid to just butcher it. So
No! Bad barrels, bonk.
We also have Sinzar here, by the way. I should say that. Hey, Sinzar.
What's
Yes,
up?
Caesar is on the side note this week. I'm feeling honored, okay?
I take Barros' advice all the time. If I can't pronounce a name, I just make it up.
Yeah, I mean, Sinzar is the master of just, going with it. So obviously, we all know that since it's New Year's banner, Shu Yi got...
Shui Yu!
Sure. She's getting upgrades, right? Right?
Nope.
So she's
Well,
getting nothing?
She is getting an upgrade. She is, in a way. So the way you get her upgrade is you pull on the banner, you get Chow, you STMR Moogle Chow, and you give it to Shui Yi.
Oh.
Upgrade.
Okay. All right. So that feels a bit weird given that they have actually been spending some time on upgrading older units for like the cow meta. So, Shui could have at least gotten some meta or some morale scaling, but that makes me sad a lot. Like ties a lot into what we talked about last week, where they're really not upgrading old units, which is a shame.
Yeah, the Clash of Wills boss is weak to water, so this is like the perfect opportunity to upgrade the LB, just like Ibarra got, where it scales on morale, it does water finishing damage, give her some EX passes where like more LB damage, more double hand, a chain cat boost, etc. And everyone's happy. Like she's not going to be meta, but she'd be usable. She'd be, a decent secondary DPS in the current Clash of Wills, and then probably never use her again, just like Ibarra.
Yeah.
But it, like, nothing.
Well, I have a theory here, and I'm going to share my theory because I love the sound of my own voice. But I think Gumi has done this a couple of times now, right? Like we saw it being done for Eldrin. We saw it being done for Ibarra before that, and a couple of other, like Noppy and so on. And honestly, I think that what they saw was that this does not increase the pull rate on the banner that they did this. I mean, they're obviously not measuring, player enjoyment or how I did several runs with Noppy since she got her upgrades, but I think that's kind of the thing where they just realize this is not worth their effort. If they upgraded Shui Yu, it's kind of what you're saying, Sinzar. She would be good.
Thank you. Shui Yu, Barros. Shui Yu. I'm not going to stop,
Shuyaoy? No? Like it's so difficult, this pronunciation thing, right? Like I can't.
Barros, I can't believe I'm saying this, but you're worse than Caesar.
Yeah, well,
I tried.
Sinzar is a high bar, though. I am okay with being below Sinzar. Listen, it's a high bar.
Below Caesar, physically or metaphorically?
Anyway, it's a shame because they would have upgraded her, but if she would be upgraded to Eldrin levels, nobody would still use her. And that's, I think, the big problem. Nobody would keep pulling on the banner. I don't know. I'm just theory crafting.
Well, the thing is, that's the problem. Eldrin's upgrades. I mean, no offense to the person that did them, because they do listen to this stuff. I'm not trying to call you out, but they weren't good. They were not good enough.
Listen, this is one of those. I don't mean to be rude, and then you say something really rude. I love it.
I mean, it's reality though.
No, it is true. Like I agree with you fully. Like I'm one of the biggest Eldrin fans in the world, and comparing him to Ibarra doesn't make sense. Ibarra got relevant, good upgrades that make her okay. Eldrin had many problems in his kit that weren't fixed, like absolute mirror chaining and AoE chaining and stuff like that. That's the problem.
Yeah, like Ibarra's upgrades, she was used on that month's Clash of Will. What was it, Mortarum, I think? She wasn't used on the top scores because she wasn't good enough. She wasn't meta.
Which is fine.
She was used on a lot of clears, including some good scores.
Yeah.
Is there anyone that used Eldrin against Treshan? Did anyone? Is it a single person in chat? Did you use Eldrin on your high score run against Treshan? Anyone? Maximal tried.
Yeah,
Tried
I
being
did too,
past tense.
actually.
I'm assuming he didn't make the cut. Yeah, Eldrins just were not good.
No, that's unfortunate
Yeah,
because Eldrin didn't get the
Athletically,
kit.
though, I do have a question, but the cotton chain is coming in. Since Ibarra, have we had a good limited unit made?
No.
Have we had a good what?
Remake, a limited unit with good remake.
Well, we've only had Ibarra and then Eldrin. That's all we've had since then. So, and Eldrin was not good. So,
Yeah.
I guess no. But it's it's a comparison of one unit.
But you know what the problem with Eldrin was? Also, like on paper, his remake looked good because he had the mods. He had the potential damage to be good, but it's just that Eldrin's kit didn't live up to it. That was the big problem with him. That wasn't fixed. So like good intentions, but I think that. Like, did that stop Shuyaoy from getting upgrades? That's what I'm wondering. Like, is the failure of Eldrin?
I'm just not going to correct you. It's fun just listening the way you pronounce it.
Listen, I'm just gonna, as I said, I'm pronouncing it as I read it, and like I'll be the first to admit that I know basically nothing of any of the Asian languages. So like I am okay with being wrong here. I'm sure just as many would be wrong with mispronouncing Swedish. Anyway, okay,
Don't
listen.
ask me how to pronounce IKEA stuff.
Let's just shed a tear for Shuyaoy and say like, okay, it's terrible that she didn't get upgrades, but let's actually talk about the thing that Cotton is very, very excited about.
You Chow.
Yeah, Divine Beast Chow.
Yes, best boy.
Very cool sprite. Let's start there, right? Like looking really good. He has this little begging with his paws stance in the base form, which is really cool.
Yeah, he's cute. He's the best.
I don't like the base. The shift form is. I think I like it. It's cute. It's interesting. He's like a little. He's like a wizard. I don't like the base form.
Dog wizard. That's actually cute.
He is. But the base form, I'm not really in love with the base form. So that's just me.
Yeah, I still think it's super weird. Chow has like a blue tongue. What did he do? Did he blow Papa Smurf? Like, what the fuck is going on?
He was drinking Kool-Aid. That's just it stains your tongue.
Okay. So he is a Kool-Aid addict. Okay, gotcha. Okay. All right. Interesting.
We shall ignore the logical things that they naturally have blue tongues. It is more fun to say they drank Kool-Aid.
Yes. Okay, so we have a Brave Shift unit. That is pretty cool. I mean, compared to an SLB. And Chow seems to be carrying over his role. So he is a magic tank and a healer in base form, right?
And then shifts, buffer, correct.
And buffer. And then shifts into a doggy wizard. I really like that, actually. I think that's adorable. Okay, so what do we know about the unit aside from it? Like, do we know how good Chow is going to be as a magic tank? Do we have any indications?
Well, as far as actual numbers, we don't have any of that. We actually don't even have any information about the magic tank at all, other than the fact that we do know he has auto cover. Because Shally did mention that. Shally mentioned that in the video. We also know in the shift form that he's a pure mage. He is not a physical scaling mage, so you cannot imbue him. And he is locked.
He's a bit of a disappointing.
Yeah, he's locked exclusively to the light element as a magical unit. So they're really specialized.
That's a bit weird, also, given the water is this element, or the element for this cow. Okay.
Well, it's water, fire, and light is the primary weakness.
Oh. Well, there you go. So maybe he's actually going to be the must pull to score high then, like having Chow's doggy mage.
I mean, the brand new unit is always a must pull for rank 1.
Yeah, true. The same was with Maeve, even though she wasn't a damage dealer. Like on her banner, you had to have her to get good scores. Okay, but we do know that he seems to have some really good support though, because he seems to have like a big morale, or big. I mean, I don't know. I don't see the numbers, but he has a morale fill, stat boost, and a lot of other stuff into one skill. He seems to have a big LB buff, hopefully, because it seems to cost his LB. So I'm gonna assume it's big. Like I'm hoping maybe 200 or 250 if we're lucky.
You're going low. I'm hoping 300.
Oh, okay. Wow, you're
Well,
going high.
well,
Although it is a Magnus. It is a Magnus. So I guess,
yeah.
yeah.
The problem is we have Tyvus STMR now, so like Sky already has 250. So the only
Yeah.
way to make it like matter is it has to be 300. Like otherwise, what's the point?
No,
Like
well, I mean, I think you're being too harsh. I think there's still a case for, doing 200 or 250 because it's not always maybe you can fit an LB buffer. Well, not everyone is singing for 5 turns, and not
well,
everyone
no,
can fit an
no,
LB buffer
no,
into Cow.
you don't have to sing. That's the whole point. Tyvus STMR is literally one turn.
No, I get it. But again, not everyone has Tyvus STMR, not everyone has a Dane STMR, and not everyone can fit someone like Nicole. Do we even have a light amp unit?
Aerith.
Hmm.
But she only has
and,
30, right?
45.
Chow. Potentially
45.
Chow.
Oh, she
never
has
know.
45. Okay. Yeah, potentially
Yeah,
Chow. We don't know.
Yeah, Aerith has 45. Ling has 25%. That's
Okay, but then it makes sense. Yeah, then like a high number here would make sense. My only problem with a really high number is that, like, who else has 300? It's only Roka. Is there anyone more?
Roka, Coastal Frisia, a whole bunch of units upcoming. Like literally every single buffer upcoming is 300.
Okay, good. All right, but then it makes sense. It does
Yoshi.
make sense. Oh yeah, Yoshi too. Yeah, then it does make sense. It does make sense that this could be a 300% LB buff unit. And I think that, like, I think Dream mentioned this on a previous podcast that in most situations the 300% LB buff is actually more worth than Aerith's 400% stat buffs, right?
Yes, usually. It depends.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, very interesting unit. Looks super cool. I hope the doggy mage shift form is actually worth it, and that it actually does good morale scaling damage. The thing is, since we don't see an ability from the shift form, we don't even know, if the shift form has morale scaling. We just have to assume, I guess, right?
Well, I mean, it does. It's like global is never going to make a global exclusive that is not morale scaling.
Sure. I mean, it would be super weird if it didn't, at least. So yeah, let's assume it does. It seems to be one of those weird limited banners where you can like only pull the limited units, and it seems like Shuyaoy is on the banner. So
she is. So she is going to be trolling your polls.
I mean, that's some serious fucking trolling because she didn't get any upgrades. So I mean, Shuyaoy was really good when she came out. Like she was a great unit, strong mage, great healer. Now I was like, no, not even close. I remember even trying to use her for the recent boss rush we had with the summer units, and like she just you used her too, Sinzar, right? And like the damage, even though heavy buffs and Frisia, STMR, and so on, just isn't there.
Yeah, her base form is completely worthless these days. Like it is literally just a chainer, no scaling. So it's the modifiers are just years out of date.
Yeah.
The shifted LB is where her damage is. It's only a 250x LB. It's Spirit double hand. She has no chain cap whatsoever in the shift form. So you've got to gear 400% double hand, 6 times chain cap, LB damage, and killers. And she basically has to use her STMR, which is a rod with only like 140 spirit on it.
Yeah.
So it even in like the whaliest whale build, she's only got something like 4,800 spirit, and it's just
that's not even close. Like not even
Yeah.
close. Like with those modifiers, it's just terrible. Unfortunately,
Correct.
I mean, I agree with you, Sinzar, in that I think she would have been pretty easy to fix in her shift form. Like you could give her a 1x chain cap. You could give her some like 200% TDH or something, and maybe 1,000 spirit or something as flat stats. And again, that wouldn't make her OP by far. It would just make her decent.
No, because even if you do all that, she still only has a 250x LB.
Yeah.
Which
I mean,
is
obviously,
not,
like you might even want to
not
put some
good.
morale scaling on that LB, even for Cow, obviously, right? Like you'd want that to go up to, I don't know, like Sky is at 500 something, so like maybe 400 or something, scaling up to morale, whatever. I don't know, like just make her, because I'm the type of player I would actually bring her even if she's not top tier, just because I like the unit a lot. So
just for a comparison for you, Ibarra has a 1,000 morale LB.
Woof. Well, yeah, but she doesn't have variance, which is the same for Shuyaoy. So I guess like
Yeah.
Guys,
okay.
stop digging the dagger further in. I think you're making people more.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
depressed.
Like I've killed her 10 times over. I feel so bad for her because I really thought she was a super cool unit when she came out. Great design. It's like I don't know. By the way, what year is it on in the Chinese calendar? Like, is it the year of the dog?
The tiger,
Tiger.
which is why we're getting a
So
tiger boss.
right, but we're getting a dog as the envy unit, I
Hey.
guess. Okay. All right. Well, so the STMR, Sinzar, you mentioned that it would be a buff to Shuyaoy, but actually, what is it? It is a
100% LB damage, 5 LB per turn, and 70% spirit.
That's not good.
What?
How is this good?
100% LB damage.
Oh shit, LB damage! I heard LB fill because you were talking about filling LB. Oh my god! Oh shit! Oh, this is our first materia that has 100% LB. Oh my lord! Okay, this is
amazing.
Woo!
This is the reaction we're looking for. This is more like
god! Okay, well, so like I mean, even if Chow is absolute horse shit on this cow, like he is. No, I'm saying if. Listen, I'm saying if. I'm not saying he's gonna be. I think he's gonna be great. I hope he's gonna be great. But if he is horseshit, I mean, you'd want to pull him for this fucking STMR. Holy crap.
Yes, and it is time limited as well. So.
Oof. Okay. All right. I mean, wow. Okay. This is some serious fucking strength. In fact, even his TMR is good for being a TMR. Spirit 170 spirit shield with 2 resistances, not too bad. Like 40% resistances is still pretty high.
It's not bad. You're right. It's not bad.
I mean, it's a TMR for a TMR, right?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
No, so I mean, wow. Like shit. Now I'm gonna have to do dailies on this banner too. Holy fuck! Like it's people are saying Xenogears might be this month or well in February. I can't afford doing dailies, but he looks so adorable. I want a doggy mage. It looks so cool.
Yeah, but look, I don't care about Xenogears. He's Chow.
Yeah, no, I get it. It's like I have emotional bonds to Xenogears. I definitely do want to pull for it, but I do have to do dailies here at least. Okay, so what about his card then? It's a 115 spirit card with 500 spirit boost to. Oh, but this is also a buff to Shuyaoy, Sinzar, right?
Kind of. Usually on Shui Yu, I usually use Kresnik's card for the spirit double hand. I guess if you have Freezy as STMR, you don't need what's his name? You don't need Kresnik's card as badly.
Yeah.
I don't have Freezy as STMR, so it's a little tricky for me. But if you do have it, then Best Boy is probably going to be better for Shui Yu. Oh,
sure.
Her name.
You're almost there. Okay. Shui Yu.
There you go.
Yeah. Thank you, Cotton, for helping us, actually be correct as well, even though we are incapable of pronouncing it. Okay.
I mean, like this card is absolutely a good card by.
But hold on.
Mistake.
Like this is a spirit card. Are we assuming he's a spirit mage in Shift?
Well, we know he is. That's like confirmed.
No, that is confirmed. Okay, sorry. I didn't have time to watch the video, so I didn't know. But I assume they said it in the video. Okay.
Oh yeah.
All right. Okay. So he's a spirit mage. He's getting this nice spirit. Like, okay, pretty cool. I like spirit mages, so that's pretty amazing actually. Means that he can also do stuff like cover in base form and then shift and still do damage while cover is still active because he still has high spirit, so he can probably still take a hit. That's pretty cool.
Correct.
That's pretty cool. Okay.
For you, we chose new SDMR and with these new cards. Since they benefit Shui Yu a lot and especially for new DIS, wouldn't you say they actually butter?
No, but that's what Sinzar said before. Yeah, this is absolutely the Shuyaoy buff we've all been waiting for. This definitely fixes all of her problems.
That's a stretch.
Yeah, that's a huge fucking stretch. I mean, hey, listen, if anyone from Gumi is listening, like, come on. It's like, it's really not that hard. Doesn't take that long to just give Shui just tiny buffs, like tiny. Give me a reason to bring her to this cow, please. I would love that. But all right, let's move on. Year of the Tiger. So Shu Hao is a tiger that we're gonna fight.
Who? Shui Yu.
Ah, okay. So it's Shui Yi and Shui Hu then.
Water fish, water tiger in this case.
Ah, oh, okay. Now it's starting to make sense. Okay. All right. So what is this type of battle? Oh, it's an elemental battle. What does that mean?
It's basically a Mog King. I'm not sure why they insist on calling it. It's literally a Mog King event. Like, what is the difference?
Yeah, we had so many
It's
terms for
global
these.
exclusive.
We've called them wave battles, elemental battles, a ton of stuff. Okay.
You go in there, you kill the boss, you get currency, you spend the currency. It's a Mog King event.
Yeah. Seems like also heavy bonuses for FFBE and Vs as well. So you can bring your well, it's weird. Old Elena, Ling, and Louise, but not Bulwark, not new Elena, not Yoshi. That's weird. Why?
Yeah, that is kind of weird that Elena is there and Louise and yeah, what? That is strange. I just realized that.
I mean,
Sure. I have all these at EX3, so why not?
yeah. It's like it's not
Maybe
that.
they
It's
want
just
to
weird.
be-
Like, and I mean, even 7-star Chow gives you a 200% bonus. So that's interesting. Although
boy.
again, he's
The
7-star, so he
best
can't
boy.
give the EX bonus, which is super important.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is
Any good gear that we should mention? Like, is there anything good coming out of this MK?
I think
The
there is a
staff.
staff.
Yeah, the staff
Yeah.
seems like it'll be Chow's best in slot because it gives him the chain cap up, so that seems pretty important.
Right, but it's only for him. So it's 165 spirit staff that gives chain cap and 50% spirit, but only for Chow. Well, base or 7-star Chow and Envy Chow are getting the bonus.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's a shame. Oh, there is this. What a shame. So there's the Jadeite necklace has this nice bonus where it has 40% MP. If you're equipped with the ring, but it doesn't have flat MP on it. Otherwise, I would say this would be a good gear alternative for Oliveira, but no flat MP, so it sucks.
Yeah, no flat. Like these two accessories, the combo accessories, it seems fine for newer players, but
yeah,
anyone that has Aerith's STMR is going to go with that instead.
Yeah.
In a way, it is kind of just the gear they gave is kind of geared towards like helping people gear out the new child properly, isn't it? I mean, yes, he gets the stuff, he gets two accessories, and those are kind of the hardest stuff to feel, right? If you're a newer player.
Yeah, I mean, like, but I like the fact that if you play the event and you got Chow, even as a new player, you have a pretty decent Chow, or you have some nice gear for him, right? And like, if you're pulling on his banner, I am sure that he probably has exchange for decent gear and materia as well in there, right?
I'm not sure. We'll see.
Yeah, let's see. I mean, we probably could find out because they usually write those out in news. I just didn't open that page, but I leave that as a surprise to listeners to open it on Thursday and look. Okay, so we know about this cow as well, which is super exciting. Of course, we love cow. And it's vestige of the Neon Beast. Neon, is that
Neon.
And what does that mean?
New Year.
Oh,
the New Year Beast. Remember?
The New Year Beast. Okay. Okay, all right.
So the year beast, Yan would just mean year, so vestige of the year beast.
Okay. Yeah. All right. But we get the meaning, like the spirit of the meaning. We get it.
Yeah.
So as Sinzar said before, it's fire, water, or light, and it seems to be that the light is the primary element, right?
Yes.
So what are our options for light and cow, Sinzar?
Chow.
Well, I mean, obviously Sky, right?
Yeah. Basically your non-elemental DPS, so Sky, Carton, Laura Croft, all those with Ling on the team to AoE imbue light element.
Wait, can Aerith also imbue?
She can, but you're not going to bring Aerith just because she doesn't really do anything other than the imbue and amp. And while the amp is higher, that's literally all she's bringing. So like, you're not gonna take Aerith.
Well, she's also bringing. Oh wait, no, Aerith doesn't have 300% LB buff, but she does, and the high stats are covered by the morale buffs, right? That we get at 0 morale. Yeah.
And her personal damage of bouncing back holy is going to be completely irrelevant just because it doesn't scale on morale and just.
How the fuck are you going to reflect your entire team? Like, no. Okay. Unless you're bringing, fucking what's his face?
Neo in the chat says Kresnik has light amp as well. He says 30%. I think Kresnik's is 25 too. It could be
But
30. I
does
don't actually know.
Kresnik have Imbue?
He does.
Does he have
Yes, he does.
Imperil?
Yes. No, he does not, but I'm sure Chow will.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So if you're bringing, so I'm guessing like, okay, Kresnik is probably a must bring if you're bringing Chow, but if you're not and you just have like the non-elemental DPS, you're probably going with Ling, I guess.
Even so, like even though it is absolutely true, Kresnik does do morale, he does imbue, he does amp. I think Ling's probably going to see more use because Ling also does killer against beast, 150 beast killer.
You know what would be cool? If Ling also got morale scaling on her finishing ability. That would be pretty cool.
That would be awesome.
That would be cool. Okay, so what is it? So this is a beast, right? We're assuming this is a beast. Is it a dual race, single race?
It's beast and fairy. It's
beast and fairy. All right, right. Seems to be susceptible to blind, so I'm assuming like there's a part of the mechanic there where we will need to blind it. There we also have Kresnik, right? He does fucking everything.
So
Chad
that may or may not be a problem. If you remember on Mortarum, the castle, Kresnik auto-casting disease was a tremendous problem because it messed up your rotation.
True.
And you had to do jankiness, like retarget your team during the auto-cast. It was the biggest headache. I'm hoping that's not the case here. So
this could be a problem as well, yeah, because you might want to do like blind on a threshold or something, right?
Yeah, exactly. So I hope not, but we'll see.
Okay, let's see. Yeah. And it seems to be the same deal as previous Cow, like he's countering if you don't deal the proper damage, right? Do we think this is going to have the same mechanic as the previous Cow, where you're actually not going to be able to do good damage unless you spam the elements?
He takes reduced damage from humans. So, and if you do the mechanics, it lowers the human mitigation. So, if you're going,
that's not a problem for Chow.
Exactly. So, Chow, Napi, Yigni, these are going to be really good.
Human?
I checked. Unfortunately, even while werewolfed out, he is still classified as a human.
Right.
That is unfortunate.
Okay. Hey, you know what? I mean, this could potentially also be a stage for Tiana, maybe. Although, who the fuck would you? What is her water? Is that BS?
She does have fire and water in her kit. I think the fire is chaos.
Fire is CWA. Yeah.
And the water is bolting. So you have an option. You go either direction with her. Oh, she also amps. Oh no, we're looking for a holy amp. She does.
I mean, she would amp if you're doing like a water team or something, but you're not.
A water or a fire team. Yeah, you could.
But I do have a question though. Do you need to use a water team? Can't you just crack out your old Lara and this and everything?
Yeah, if I had to guess, just because the fire support is so heavy, and we also get a field with Louise, who is obviously going to be coming because Laura is still meta, and Laura always drags Louise with her. So I'm thinking fire is probably going to be the way to go, even though it's more weak to light. I still feel like it's probably going to be a fire team.
But that's really nice, though. That speaks in Tiana's favor because Tiana can chain CWA with Lara, so like she might be okay. Although like it's hard to fit her because there are so many harder hitting DPS. Like you'd still rather bring Sky, Lara, Carton, whatever.
It's really hard to call it this early just because we don't know the mechanics. But like I'm going to bet money. Laura Croft is on every single team. Louise will be on every single team. Chow's going to be on all the rank 1 teams. Beyond that, it really depends. Carton and Tiana are kind of up in the air. It depends on the boss. We'll have to see.
I mean, Sky as well, I guess.
Oh, Sky. Yeah, Sky is almost certainly going to be on all the teams as well. Yeah. So the last 2 or 3 slots are kind of flexible depending on how the boss works. But those like 3 or 4, MVPs, you can't get rid of them. They're always there.
So I do want to address something though from this that maybe is worrying or maybe isn't. So there is this update on the Clash of Wills news that says Clash of Wills is no longer an open beta.
That's a good thing.
Well, is it? Is that a good thing? Because like I feel like open beta means they could experiment a lot. Now it's kind of like no, we've set the format now.
I guess. Whether it says beta, whether it doesn't says beta, they're gonna pretty much do whatever they want to do.
True. But I mean, they took the time to communicate that it's not an open beta. So I'm assuming it means something.
Hope so.
Yeah. Well, let's see. So do we know what gear we're getting now for this Cow?
We're getting a tank hat.
A tank hat. Interesting. So we've gotten 2 DPS items, and now we're getting a tank hat. Okay. That's
Mhm.
interesting. That's going to be interesting to look at. All right, cool. Well, I'm looking forward to this. I think this is going to be great. I hope to be able to create a decent team for this, but it very much depends on the mechanics of the fight. Really, I feel like many times I've gone into Chow theory or into Cow, not into Chow. I've never been inside of Chow. I just want that to be super clear on this podcast. But I have gone
That's
into.
exactly.
Sorry.
None of us say that you have.
No. I just wanted to be clear. But
So
Okay.
have you actually looked at the new helms?
no,
Sarah?
is that also in use? Can I see that somehow?
Oh yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Scroll down
Yep.
to the modifiers. The first one. I am in love with this first helmet.
All right, so 1200 flat HP, 20 attack magic, 60 defense, 80 spirit. Oh wow, that's just good stat wise.
Not that. Look at the modifiers.
Yeah, go further. Go
Okay.
down to the Dancer's Celestite Diadem of Will, the red helmet.
Oh, holy crap. Okay. This is, wow, 1,500 flat HP. Some attack magic, who cares? 80 defense, 120 spirit. And it has a usable ability, right? So this is not an auto cast. This is a usable ability, or?
Yes.
That's a
Go
cooldown
on.
once every 5 turns that buffs all elements resistance. Reduces physical and magic damage taken and fills morale gauge. Okay, wow. It also has passive provoke 100% and 20% evade. Holy shit. Okay, wow. This is great. What other options do we have? We have priest, which is just a lot of resistances. All right. Priestess.
I mean, even the resistances are good.
Yeah. I mean, hey, maybe this is the first item where we actually do shift between recipes. Because there is the priest and priestess, they have opposing elements, but like big resistances to opposing elements. Then obviously the one I just read, which is fucking broken, dancers. There's the prophet, which is like reduces MP consumed and is a ribbon. So yeah, I don't know. That's maybe not the coolest. And then the paladins is flat defense and spirit 250. That's actually not bad either. Interesting. This could be the very first gear where we actually have to shift recipes back and forth. I mean, especially for resistances or something like that. But I feel like dancer is mostly what people are going to go for, right?
That's what I'm going for.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard to pass up on 100% draw. I mean, even if you don't need a tank, you always need someone doing draw attacks. And like 20% evade, 100% draw attacks on a unit in a single item is just really good, even if you don't need a tank. Wow. Okay. Yeah, my standard gear for like my Ling has always been, two Durandals and a Moogle Charm and one Materia. And now like it can just be one item. that is pretty fucking broken. Okay.
And it also gives 20 evade too. Like it's just so good.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. Like it's great. It's fucking great. It's also good for Ling.
For those who miss Moogle Charm. Like there are a lot of people who don't have 2 copies of Moogle Charm, like that's not.
Yeah, of course. And I mean, even the flat HP is good for Ling because she eats her own HP. So it's like, wow.
Yeah.
It's like, okay. No, this is great. I love this. I love also that it's not a DPS item. I was a bit worried it was going to be like a DPS accessory or, like something that we honestly like, This is super happy. This makes me happy. This is great. All right. So what else do we have? We also have, story continues. I am looking forward to that. I think this story is good.
Real quick on Clash of Wills, you might want to mention is the upgraded Obnoxious shop has been refreshed. You can now buy all 6 of the fan favorite units.
Oh,
you can also buy the old weapon step up materia, Reclaim Serenity.
Oh, yeah, fuck that. Way of the Samurai is where it's at because that's maximum EP materia, okay? Those of you that don't know.
No. Don't listen to Barros.
No, listen. No, listen. If there's anything you're going to buy from this, it's Way of the Samurai. And that's because it has attack and Esper stats.
Let us ignore Barros and listen to Stinza.
Listen, this is your friend list materia number 1, all right? If you want to show off your big dick Sephiroths and Aurons and shit, this is the materia you need to have, okay?
I'm just kidding. What do you recommend?
I recommend we reclaim our serenity from Barrows and go with the other option.
No, but listen. I am 100% getting Way of the Samurai as well. I hope they're just cheap enough to get both, because like, okay, no, but for real though, yes, of course, Reclaimed Serenity is much better. So absolutely, and
Yes.
really, again, also really good unit offering, right? Like you can, like, I mean, Behemi, great unit, Cacteria, great unit, Noppy, I mean, sure, Igni is also okay, but Kresnik and Bulwark as well, like, wow. You can really kind of kit up, or I guess you can fill the holes in your roster for Chow
Mhm.
with this.
So from this point forward, everyone is banned from ever saying on one of my videos, "What if I don't have Kresnik?"
Right.
Now you do.
Everyone has
Since
Kresnik.
what if I enhance Kresnik's passive, autocast passive?
Oh my god, that is a tempting reason for me to pick Kresnik, even though I already have him EX3.
Holy shit! Yes!
I can make a second copy unenhanced.
Oh my god, yes.
I might even do that.
I mean, listen, I will fucking do it. I will fucking do it. I will just shard my old Kresnik, because yes. I mean, you would, but do you want to have both? Like, it's enough. Like, will the autocast ever be like? Is that?
Well, yeah. I mean, my original Kresnik is EX3. He's not getting sharded.
Okay.
But
no, I get it. Yeah, okay. This is interesting actually. Getting a Kresnik just to not have an autocast Kresnik. Well, I mean, it'd still be EX0. That sucks, but still, I mean, some really good units here. I will probably get some EX2s out of this. At least for Cacteria. Actually, she's the only one. I might get a Igni just to have him. I don't have one, so.
Oh, you have none at all?
Okay. No, none. So I mean, and he's a decent partner for Tiana, right? Like, he can also pentacast.
He can actually time spot. Yeah, pentacast. Yes, he can. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
also, just to point out, Yigni is a fairy race, meaning he's good for this Clash of Wills.
Exactly. Yeah, okay. Maybe I am going for him and doing a weird run instead. I'm into weird runs lately, so I might not be bringing Sky, Lara, and Louise and the rest of the gang. I might be doing something else. Let's see. Okay, cool. That's really generous. It's a really nice, generous unit lineup there, actually. Yeah, and as I already mentioned, story is continuing. That's going to be fun. I can't wait. I hope there are some more of these EX challenges in this part of the story, because I enjoy those, actually. Gumi, bring more of them. The thing is, I've said this before, but I enjoy challenges where I actually get to prove that my units are strong as fuck. Like, so no, I mean, like, honestly,
so
like, hey,
you want to one hit KO them.
Yeah, but they need to be, but they need to be more difficult than a raid boss, right? Because a raid boss, you can just, like, take a fucking 7-star unit and it will die. So the EX stages in the story, they are like tough enough that you actually have to do real damage to them, but weak enough so that if you actually bring real damage, they will fucking die. So I like it. It's the perfect kind of strength level for me to just enjoy ripping it apart. So nice. Okay.
And they also come with cool little craftable gear. Like, for example, last month gave us Rain's armor. The month before gave us Rain's STMR upgrade. I forget what this one brings from JP. I don't remember, but it brings something.
For Tyvus, maybe?
I do think this one was Tyvus's gauntlet, which gives him an autocast AoE fire nuke, which is pretty neat.
Wait, autocast fire nuke?
Yeah,
that sounds potentially dangerous.
It's extremely good for farming. It's obviously worthless for any kind of like ranked event like Clash of Willows, because you want to set up and all.
Wait, what's his gauntlet? Oh, because we're not talking about his accessory that gives him flat stats, right? We're talking about something else.
No, that actually comes from the Chronicle battle. No, this is Tulian has one as well. It's an accessory. You put it on, and then at the beginning of the battle, as your own preemptive, it doesn't a nuke AoE to the enemy. It's literally just for farming. It saves time on farming.
That sounds amazing. Does it also imperil first? Because then you can also use it in item world.
I don't know if it imperils first, but the global exclusive vision card does. Leave it to me.
Yeah, and I don't have it, fucker.
This was actually a silent, unannounced buff. 2 weeks ago. No one ever covered it. What's his name? Tulian and all the autocast breakers got the JP upgrade that upgrades the auto preemptive full break. It now is a 70% full break. It also it's full in perils as well. All element in peril. So Jesse, Jesse, Aphma, Tulian, all these units that autocast breaks at the start of a battle, it now imperils everything.
Holy shit. So like you put Aphmau and fucking Tyvus in a team and you just shit on everything.
Yes.
I think you just need Tyvus.
I mean, yeah, but for Item World, you need that 100% imperil.
No,
So
no, you don't. Barros, I'm autoing through Item World with Berserk Nix.
well, I think it depends because I was doing that with Zidane, like old 7-star Zidane, because his LB is crazy fast. But there was like I think it's the fucking dinosaur boss or something that I don't remember. Win wasn't at least.
That's why you use Nix. Nix has a very Nix is X3. You probably got an X3 for free from his event, so it's
Nix is not non-elemental. Yeah, Item World. There's at least one enemy in the pool for every single element that has 100% resistance to it. So if you're using a single element with no imperils, you're eventually going to run into that one guy that's 100% resistant to it, and you'll deal no damage.
But non-elemental Nix, it works for me.
Yeah.
Non-elemental Nix.
Yeah, if you use a non-elemental, you're fine. I actually use Zidane with Berserk. He is single target, but with quad attack, it always kills everything, including the flower. But Zidane's single target normal attack, it steals. It steals gil and money, and I'm cheap.
Oh my god, what a micro optimization. Jesus Christ. I mean, there was a time where that was relevant, I'm gonna say, like people were running their zones, but like, yeah, that time is fucking over. I'm actually using Lara because her LB is actually pretty fast and in pre-imperils with 120 in her base form, so it's actually pretty nice. I'm using Lara for all farming, but it seems like I'm gonna be using Tivas maybe together with Aphmau, and I'm gonna assume that autocasts resolve by party order. So like if you put Aphmau in 1 and Tyvus in 2, they should go in that order?
I actually don't know. I think that's a good question. I don't know.
Yeah. Who knows? Okay. Should we also mention there is a ticket exchange, I guess, a bundle where you can buy 9k lapis and 50 shards for, well,
Carton.
Basically any of the Chow units, I was going to say. Like there's Ibarra, there's even GLS, Lucius, Carton, Tiana, Eldrin, Christine, Kryla, Shuyaoy, and Chow. The new Chow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would just recommend, if you're going to buy this, it's always going to cost cash. Don't spend your ticket on a Neovision's Awakening. Spend it on a Neovision's base.
No, spend it on Sakura. Okay, that's the best option in the list. Yeah, no. Yeah, I mean, this is obviously like, depending on its cost, like this could be like a $50 bundle, I think, at least, or something. I don't know.
How much is it?
Well, it's giving you 100 Chow shards if you spend both tickets on Chow.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's a brand new banner unit, and it's giving you 9,000 lapis.
So this is probably really expensive. This could be like $100 bundle, easy.
Okay. I would assume it's going to be up there. We'll see, I guess.
Yeah. Interesting, but it's a really good bundle. Like, if especially if you're looking for some of these fragments. Although I guess like Chow and Tiana and Carton are really the only ones that matter here. Like for real, the only ones that matter. But I mean, 100 shards, that could be like that could be like EX3 for Carton for people that have been running him through dungeon or something like that. So.
Yeah, it just all depends on the price. If the price is right, then it's good.
Yeah, I mean, like if it's $10, like hey, I'm deep into that. So let's see. Okay, and there is this final ticket summon where you also can pull. Okay, this is fucking ridiculous. Have you seen this? There is this rare tiger ticket summon. All right, there are these tickets that you can get by purchasing the Tiger's Lair bundle, and the banner rates are 1% Divine Beast Chow, 2% Shuyaoy. All right, how the fuck does this make sense? Because like this is a literal troll banner.
It's dead. If people see it, because your chance was not until because.
And I'm assuming
it depends entirely on the price. Like if this is like a 99-cent bundle, it's not going to be. But if it is, I'd grab it. Sure.
Yeah.
If it's $5, I probably still grab it. If it's like 20 plus, probably not.
But I mean, it's only 5 tickets. Like that's the thing. Like the bundle only contains 5 tickets. I'm almost wondering if this is not a Lapis bundle. Like
it could be.
Because like you're getting like maybe a discounted pull rate on the banner where you could pull Chow, but you're actually just gonna pull fucking Aang 10 times and you're gonna cry in a corner. Not that Ang was a bad unit when he came out; he was really cool. But yeah,
You know what? Even though I pulled on Shui Yu last year, I own 0 copies of Quinn, and I own only a single 5-star Emperor Fu. I'd kind of like to get some of those just to have. Like Quinn's STMR is okay-ish.
but
His
I mean,
TMR even is okay.
but you're
And then
gonna pull
Emperor,
on the normal banner, right? Like you're gonna pull on Chow banner because you're a cow addict, right?
I am, but I pulled on Shui Yi's banner, and I just didn't get any of them. I got like 45 copies of Yoon.
Okay. Well, I mean, but what I'm saying is you might get like you have chances when you're pulling for Chow, unless you pull some Sinzar bullshit luck out of your ass as you usually do, and you get him like on like you get 4 copies on the first 10 pull or something.
Oh,
But
I don't know, bro. My poll's been pretty bad recently. Like I went to pity on Tyvus and got nothing relevant, not a
oof,
single thing.
oof. You
Like
know,
it was pretty bad.
yeah. Okay. Well, let's see. Maybe you're lucky. Like I like to see. I am not even upset when I have bad luck because I know it's gonna be followed by this intense shittering week. Like like fucking stomach flu diarrhea shittering for me because like I get like 15 units all of a sudden that I needed. So
I
I
do
hope
have
so.
a problem. I already had my full-on diarrhea shitting. Does that mean I'm allowed cow?
yeah, I mean I am a bit worried for you, Cotton, because I've been seeing the way you've been shittering. Like you've been
Yeah,
painting the
I have
walls
been
brown.
shitting a lot in my sleep, so I'm a
Yeah.
bit worried about my cow
But do you have enough for pity?
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Well, then you're fine. Then you're fine. Then
No,
you're
no,
just
but
pity.
Sinja did the math. In order to get into X3, I need to pull 1 copy on top of the
Wait, why only one?
100 what? VIP shop, the lucky shop, the bundles, the exchange.
Oh, okay. Yeah. There's enough there. Okay. Yeah. Well, I hope you get at least 2. Obviously. Let's see. Are you gonna do it live?
Yes. I mean,
Nice.
everyone has been asking. I have to deliver, right?
Yeah. Yes. You have to. So we can both laugh and cry with you as you don't pull Chow and you have to pity. No. That's not gonna happen. That's not. You're gonna get him. You're gonna get him.
Don't jinx me.
But I think we've exhausted this week's content, actually. It's always fun with a new cow week to speculate. So when does cow release? On Thursday, right? Like this Thursday?
Yes,
Yeah.
correct.
Oh, that's going to be fun. I can't wait. I can't wait to test some stuff out. Potentially.
So Barrows, you should do one of those like team challenges or whatever for Kyle. It'd be fun.
Yes, I should actually. Yes, we should do that. Thing is, like, there's no way to do a cow challenge without just excluding all the top tier units. Like, it have to be a challenge where it's like no Lara, no Carton, no Sky, etc. Yeah, I don't know how many people would think that's fun. Like, maybe you can only use Chinese New Year's units. No morale units. Yeah, that's a great suggestion.
How's the Chinese New Year unit?
Yeah, let me think about that. Actually, let me think about that. Do we get enough currency to buy 1 unit before you clear?
Before you clear, I don't think so. I know going to level 99, you don't have to go to. I'm not sure what level it stops at, but I think 90 is the last of the obnoxious drops potentially.
Okay.
That gives you 3,500, and a Neo costs 3,000. So yes.
Okay. So no, I was just thinking for myself because I would love to pick up 1 Igni to have a Tiana chainer with me. Actually, that'd be pretty cool. Okay. Well, cool. Thanks everyone for chilling this week. This is both disappointing and fun, I guess. More justice to
Not
Shuyaoy.
disappointing. You take that back.
I mean, Chow is not disappointing, but Shuyaoy is like she's not disappointing in herself, but it's disappointing she didn't get buffs.
Okay, one last time before we end. Shui Yu. Repeat after me, Bao.
Shui Yi.
Shui Yi.
Shui Yi. Okay, I give up. Thanks everyone for
Enough.
chilling.
See you next week.
See ya.